On September 11, 2001, 19 al-Qaeda terrorists boarded 4 commercial planes departing U.S. airports, setting in motion a series of attacks that would change the U.S. forever. This is a timeline of that day. At 7:59 a.m., the first plane with hijackers on it, American Airlines Flight 11, departs from Boston. Over the next 40 minutes, the 3 other planes take off as well. By 8:40 a.m., air traffic controllers notify authorities about a suspected hijacking of Flight 11. The military soon scrambled 2 fighter planes to intercept the aircraft, but it's too late. At 8:46 a.m., the hijackers on Flight 11 crashed it into the top floors of the North Tower of the World Trade Center in New York City. President George W. Bush, who was visiting an elementary school in Florida, is told of the attack at 8:50 a.m. At 9:02, officials in New York order the evacuation of the South Tower as well, but moments later, hijackers fly United Airlines Flight 175 into the South Tower. The Federal Aviation Administration grounds all flights going to New York or through its airspace.
Today, we've had a national tragedy. 2 airplanes have crashed into the World Trade Center in an apparent terrorist attack on our country.
At 9:37 a.m., hijackers fly American Airlines Flight 77 into the Pentagon, home of the U.S. military headquarters. In response to the attacks, the Federal Aviation Authority orders an immediate nationwide ground stop. Tens of thousands of people are left stranded as more than 3,000 commercial flights and 1,000 private planes are told to land immediately. At 9:59, the 110-story South Tower collapses, sending clouds of smoke and debris through the streets of Lower Manhattan. Meanwhile, the passengers and crew on board Flight 93 hear about the attacks and attempt to retake control of their plane.
I would like to remain seated, all aboard, and going to back to the airport, and our demand, remain quiet.
At 10:07, the hijackers deliberately crash a plane into an empty field in Pennsylvania, killing all passengers and themselves. It is believed the hijackers had meant to use Flight 93 to attack the Capitol building or White House in Washington, D.C. At 10:28 a.m., the second of the Twin Towers collapses, 102 minutes after being struck by Flight 11. (2,977 people from more than 90 countries were killed in the attacks, making it the deadliest terrorist attack on U.S. soil. That evening, U.S. President George W. Bush addressed the nation from the Oval Office, laying out the start of a new future of American foreign policy.
The search is underway for those who are behind these evil acts. I've directed the full resources of our intelligence and law enforcement communities to find those responsible and to bring them to justice. We will make no distinction between the terrorists who committed these acts and those who harbor them.
Less than a month later, on October 7th, after the Taliban ignore U.S. demands to surrender al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden, American and British forces begin the Afghanistan war with airstrikes on terrorist training camps in the country. The U.S.-led invasion follows soon after.